And now let's just go down a little bit to the signs of damage on a roof that requires renovation, right? You're basically gonna see the missing and buckling or curling shingles, right? So these are signs of wear and tear and can lead to leaks, right? That is clear. So you should like pay attention to that. Sometimes you won't be seeing that because you will be always in, like you'll be always inside of your house, and you probably have a ceiling board as well, so you do not get to see well on top. But in most cases there is, you know, that little hole or that little opening that you can use to climb and just get inside the ceiling boards, just to get the view on the under tile membrane and you know, your roof in the inner view, right? From the inner view. Let's go to the next point, the visible damage. As for the visible damage, like broken tiles or broken badge boards or even the fascia boards or gutters, so all those things, they can result to the signs of a damaged roof, right? So the visible damage is any damage from weather, pests, or other factors should be addressed. Like probably you have a neighbor, because you all do have neighbors. So maybe by a very, very unfortunate circumstance or a miscellaneous occasion, the kids on your neighbor are playing, right? And then by mistake it happens that they throw a stone on top of your roof, and then your roof gets broken. Now you have to fix that tile, the broken tile, just to stop the further damage on time. And then another sign of roof damage requiring renovation is moisture and mold, right? So every time you see like the moist stuff either on walls or on the under tile membrane, you should consider booking a renovation, right? And then we'll just come in there as the experts, right? So you can become an expert as well, and then they'll probably book you, or you'll be even able to do it by yourself, fix your home, of which that's what matters the most. So now we go to the renovation versus replacement, right? The renovation is basically involving repairs, patching, or upgrades to improve the roof's performance or aesthetics, right? Aesthetics means beauty, right? And then that's renovation. And then replacement. What is replacement? Replacement involves removing existing roof and installing a new one. That's the roof replacement. As for the renovation and maintenance is something very, very similar, but it's kind of different, right? So as for maintenance, you just like focus on aesthetics and you know, like the minor damage, very, very minor damage. Paint, you renovate your paint to look well enough. You like paint your roof every year just to add value in your investment, which is a house, right? And you want to check out the broken tiles and so on and so forth. Now we're going to find out then, when do we need to consider a replacement, right? You gotta like focus on age first. That's the first thing you gotta focus on. How old is your roof, right? If the roof is nearing its expected lifespan and shows signs of wear and tear, so which we said is 15 to 30 years, right? And then another thing to like consider is damage, right? If there's significant damage that cannot be easily repaired, so you should absolutely consider replacing your roof at that time, right? And then one last point is cost, right? If the cost of repairs exceeds the cost of replacement, it may be more effective to replace the roof, right? So if the cost of repairs exceeds the cost of replacement, it may be more cost effective to replace the roof. That's just the main objective about this video, to give you understanding about the renovations of roofs. When should you check up your house? When should you pay attention to stuff like how to keep your house on a very high level of aesthetics and safety, which is more important, right? Safety is more important because everybody deserves a safe and beautiful home. I hope you found value in this video, and I thank you so much for lending me your attention. I'm not worth it, but the value that I'm bringing to you is absolutely worth it, right? Yeah,